Greetings from Lacinetus Scriptus. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when I say adoption of an adopted child? We have brought some info and bits and pieces to share with you today. Adoption is more than just a process. It stands for hope and continuity by working as a two-ended mechanism where the child on one hand gets an alternative home which he needed and a family gets the child they desperately hoped for. In the midst of hope and worth, very often clarity takes a setback. The earliest roots of adoption can be traced back to the ancient Mesopotamian civilization and the Code of Hammurabi, which lays down a detailed description of rights of people who adopt, their duties and their responsibilities. However, in Hindu law, the requirement of adoption arises due to necessity of continuity of lineage. Adoption, with due respect, has come a long way and has undergone many modifications and amendments which have made it a very detailed and structured procedure, yet most of the provisions of the Hindu law remain conveniently silent on untold issues. For instance, like the issue of adoption of an adopted child. In spite of these changes in codification, there are uncountable instances where Hindu Adoption Maintenance Act 1956 fails to stand by itself and requires leaning on the Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children Act 2015. The Juvenile Justice Act is a central act, and on the other hand, Hindu Adoption Maintenance Act is a specific law. When in conflict with one another, very evidently, Hindu Adoption Maintenance Act will prevail over the former. The Juvenile Justice Act will go in vain since its provisions will be overshadowed. The major problem with this entire scenario is the insufficiency of laws. Hindu personal law does not properly lay down even the definitions of a child who has been abandoned or orphaned or surrendered. Therefore, it becomes an extremely tedious task to rely on the Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956. This is the crux of the entire research in adoption of an adopted child under the purview of Hindu law by Shubhani D Krishnan. To know more about it, please read her research manuscript published in Lacinetus Scriptus Law Journal's first volume. To get to know better about research and its nuances, subscribe us for more videos like this and don't forget to hit the bell icon.